Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to everybody. Thank you all for being here in the Pink House. And it's Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, September the 17th. Yesterday was my wedding anniversary. Yesterday. Yes, it was. I didn't remember. I never remember. My husband had to remind me. He reminded me yesterday. Yes, he did. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Let me just say this, that everything is alleged. This is my opinion only. And this video is made for educational and entertainment purposes. And let me see who all we got in here today. Let me just see. Thank you, Sizzling Bunny, for being here again. Oof, let me get my candy out of my pocket. I went filled my pocket with candy to keep me moving during this live. Yes. Yes, it did. And thank you, Nathan, for being here as well. Y'all make sure. Wait, let me go ahead and I'll do this first. And thank you, N. Heifer, also for being here. Queen, thank you for coming back, Queen. We're on our second live. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Happy belated anniversary. Thank you so much. Hi, Sherry Morris. Thank you for being here. Good afternoon, everyone. I am the only one wondering if Diddy would be granted bail. No, you're not the only one. I talked about that this morning during a live. I had an impromptu live. I just got out of bed and I threw a live up, and I did ask that question. Do you all think? Hi, Queen. Let me just ask it right now again. Who do you all think? Yes, whether he's going to get out on bail, or no, that he's going to stay in there until the trial. They're going to keep him locked up because they're not playing with him today. If you said yes, put a yes. If no, put a no. And thank you for everybody that's over in Pink Global, because I have live going on both of my channels, Pinkie the Housewife channel, and then my Pink Global. So I have both of my lives on. Oh, okay. Queen, you say no bail. Okay. And Sherry said, you see, what do you say, Sherry? Do you think he's going to get out on bail? Yes, or no, that they're going to keep him in? I missed it due to a doctor's appointment. No, I don't think he's going to get out of jail. Okay. I hope your doctor's appointment went okay. Uh, me, I'm thinking he's not going to get out. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I don't think he's going to get out. No. But we're going to go ahead and go over these docs. I do have a sore throat, scratchy throat, or cold or something coming up. Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to ask this question a little later on too. Okay, but let's go ahead and get my house rules out of the way first. Let's go ahead and get those out of the way. Can I go ahead and get everybody to hit that like button? If you didn't hit it coming in, go ahead and hit that like button. The reason why, it helps YouTube to recommend my videos to more people that may like my content. And it keeps me in the algorithm. Okay? And then go ahead and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to my channel, don't say I'll do it later, because you may forget. I don't want you to forget. So go ahead and do it now. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Then if you want to go and subscribe to my second channel, which I'm covering it on this channel as well, Pink Global, you can tip over there and hit the like and subscribe button over there too, because I'm showing it from both channels anyway. Okay. But once you get through doing those things, I'm going to go ahead and thank you right now because I may forget later to thank you. Okay. But, oh no, that's my first thumbnail. Right now. Well, I got so many thumbnails. Here it is on this man. Okay. Okay. That was my thumbnail from this morning. Okay. We got the seal indictment docs right here in my possession. There's 3 counts against Diddy. No, Sean Combs or P. Diddy, however you want to call him, Brother Love. And this is September the 17th today. Okay. Yes, I got those. Yes, I do. I got those. You know that key to the city? The key to New York? You know, he had to return that, right? He did return the key. He was asked to return the key, and he returned it. The mayor said, "Give me back my key." He didn't say it like that. You know, he didn't say it like that, though. But you know what I mean. Don't get me clowning because I'm going to be good today. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah. He is a character in itself. All right. Keep him in my opinion. He's a flight risk. Well, Sherry, you know what? That's what I was thinking. And I think that's what they're probably thinking right now. I'm going to look for some lotion right quick. That's what I was thinking right now. Well, I was thinking that this morning. Yes, I was. I was thinking the same thing. And I said, I know if I'm thinking it, a lot of people like you and other people are thinking that. And I know those lawyers probably thinking that, and the judge and everybody. Everybody probably thinking the same thing. Because you know, they're supposed to be smart, right? They're supposed to be real smart. So I know they thinking the same things. Let's go over before we get to these papers. I'm gonna let y'all see something and everything. And now let me just say this: if there's a press conference, if they're getting ready to have a press conference or anything while we're on this live, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and I'm gonna show that press conference live. So I got my eye on the ball. If there's a press conference, I'm going to stop and we're going to watch it all together. I'm going to cast it to my live like I did this morning. That was one this morning. And that's why I went live this morning, Sherry, because they had a press conference and I casted it to my live. I made a live just to show that press conference because I said if I didn't know they was getting ready to do it, a lot of people probably can't see it right now. So I'm going to show it on mine. A lot of people may not have TV because they don't watch TV. So I'm going to show it so everybody can see it. Because I'm always thinking about my members and my subscribers and people that come over to my chat. I always be thinking about them. You know, not everybody have access to certain things. Okay. Let me put this tab over here because this is I keep track of everything. Anytime they go on live or press conference or anything, I'm going to show it. I do a lot of things like that. When they be showing things like big hurricanes and different things that's going on live, I'll broadcast it from my channel, from theirs to mine. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to read over these. It's 14 pages, three indictments. Okay, 3 counts. Okay, and the first thing is, what do you want to know about Combs' arrest? Because everybody still got questions about his arrest. Okay, now this is straight from let me see, NBC News. Okay, let me just do this here. I like to keep track of my source. Now, let me just say this. Anytime I use any major source, I will put it down in my description box below my video. Okay, so anytime y'all see me using any major source, I do put it down in my video. The name of the source, the date, and the person that reported that. Okay, now, let me go back to it. So cannot find it. Oh Lord, did I just do that? Yes, I did. Wait now. Oh, oh. Y'all think I'm crazy. I haven't lost my mind yet. I have not lost my mind yet. It was something I was going to read to y'all. And it's gone. I made a mistake and clicked out of it, clicked it off, and I'm looking to try to pull it back up on that site. You would not believe this. They took it down. It's down. Because where it was, they got it. Let me see what they have in place of it. They said content warning, sensitive content. And okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We can do without it. I really want to read that to you. Let me see that I save it somewhere. You know, I have a habit of saving things. Okay. Well, I'll worry about that later. Hi, Miss D708. Thank you for being here. Greetings from, oh, you're from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you, Queen, for covering this story. You are welcome. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button coming in. And if you have never, because you're new, if you have never subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit subscribe because I do cover the P. Diddy. I've been covering it since the stuff all started at the very beginning. Yes, I've been covering it from day one. But I do cover a lot of other stories too. But go ahead and hit that like button coming in, guys. I need you all to keep it up. Something ain't right here. Let me hit refer. Something ain't right here. Y'all know. Let me just do this. Let's do a promise to me. You all promise to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I promise to shut up about it. And that's what we got to do. But if I see more people in that haven't hit the like button, that's when I'm going to bring it back up. Y'all know Pinkie like to be good, but sometimes Pinkie can go off the handle sometimes. But I can't go off the handle this time. You know why? Because I don't have them ratchet folks from Love and Marriage, Huntsville, that I'm talking about. The ones that, oh, I ain't going to say that word. I ain't going to say that word. I'm trying to be good. Oh, Lord. I am definitely subscribed and like your videos. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I liked you in the first place. Okay. But anyway, let me just make sure that there's nothing new popping up right quick. Because, okay, I don't see nothing new right now. But soon as if y'all see a press conference going on about it, let me know. But I got my eyes on the prize. I got my other month. I got it up over here. If anything getting ready to pop off, I'm going to pop off with it, okay, on my live. All right. So let's get popping. Okay. Now, as I said before, what you want to know about P. Diddy, Sean Combs arrest. The music mogul, Sean Diddy Combs, was arrested yesterday at Park Hyatt Hotel on West 57th Street. Okay. Now, what this part, I'm going to talk a little more about that part. It was said that allegedly, but I don't have to say allegedly because I know what I know. Okay, but I'm going to say it anyway. He got there to New York a week ago because something like this was going to go down in the first place. Okay, so he moved to it's not like you just moving forever. No, I'm not saying that. He still got his home where he lives, but he moved to New York because he knew something like this was going to go down. Him and his attorney knew. So he'd been there for a week. Now, his arrest didn't supposed to go down until today, which is Tuesday. But they did you know how some people do a pop-up on you? Just pop up at your door, come knocking at your door, ringing your doorbell, do a pop-up. That's what they did. The federal agents did a pop-up. But they didn't come to say hi. They came with that pop-up to say, we're arresting you right now. Yeah. So that was that kind of pop-up. He was being arrested. Did they know that he was going to be arrested that day? No. Was it a surprise? Yes. They thought, well, maybe he was going to turn himself in tomorrow. No, they changed the plans. You know, the federal government, the police department, the feds, and all this here stuff, they can change their mind at any time they want to. I'm not saying that's right, but you know how they may change their mind? You had a whole conversation with them, and all of a sudden, you go spinning your head and shaking your head because you're trying to figure out what you're doing. Why I changed my mind. Okay. That's about the size of that. Okay. Now, number 2. In a federal indictment unsealed today, which is Tuesday, Combs was charged with racketeering, trafficking, and transportation to engage in, I'm going to break it up in syllables because I don't want to put it on my channel. Prostitution. Y'all can put it together. The night workers, or the ones that hang on the phone and call you and say, I'm on my way. Or the ones that walk up and down the street with them high heel boots on, like Wanda, up to her cutter cat, like that. Okay. The charges are tied to freak-offs, coercion, as the acts that Combs allegedly orchestrated and recorded. So he was the mastermind behind it, and then he was the person that's doing the recording. He was the producer. No, I don't know whether he was, but he just did the recording. Yes. Or maybe he had somebody else to push the play button for him. I don't know. But they said recorded. Okay? So, yes. Number 3, an attorney for Combs said today he plans to plead not guilty and will fight this with all of his energy. I'm quite sure he's going to fight it with all of his energy. And I'm quite sure he's going to plead not guilty, because that's what he's been saying from the beginning of this thing, months back, that he's innocent. He didn't do none of this stuff. But tapes back when he was in that at that hotel, running down the hallway of that hotel with nothing on but a towel and some socks, towel wrapped around him. God forbid that towel has failed. Anyway, it goes. It still would have been recorded because he didn't tell nobody to push the camera. That the hotel had their secret recordings going. So, but he'd always say he was not guilty. But then he confessed later on in a public live confession, saying he's going to be a better man. I got that. Okay. Combs has faced a wave next. Combs has faced a wave of lawsuits, one as recent as last week. And yes, there was a lawsuit last week. Yes, accusing him of, you know what, as assault and misconduct in the past year. He has denied any wrongdoing. Now, that's what he did with all the other ones. He decided to say, that's wrong, y'all. I didn't do that. But then we find out he did do that. Well, we found evidence that he did do that. Okay? So, I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, Lord, I tell you. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to watch a little short video. And then I'm going to go ahead and read off all of these charges. Oh, tell you what, let me just read the charges first. And then we're going to go in. No, I'm going to play this video first. And then we're going to go into those charges, okay? Because this is a short video. Okay? This is with ABC News. Y'all know I always give credit in my description box down at the bottom below my video. Okay? So just give me a second. I'll be adding this credit in so quick. Okay, now here we go. Now you all may hear an alarm go off. That's someone coming into my house. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play this video. This is a video. Is it? I'll just play the video. All right, let me get it started. Let me get it pulled up here. Now this video here, this one here is new to me too. I'm just waiting till the ad. They got an ad playing, and I'm trying to wait till this ad is over. Okay, the ad is over. Okay. Okay, now here's this video. Okay, we're gonna listen to this video together. And it says Sean Combs charged with trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and I'm not going to say the word, transportation. Y'all just have to figure out what I just said. Okay, here we go.
As former prosecutor and MSNBC legal analyst Kristen Gibbons-Fedden,
I just need to do that. You know why? Because I do not want to take a chance. Somebody may be triggered by this, and it's not a good thing. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start it.
She famously helped prosecute the case against Bill Cosby. MSNBC legal analyst and former prosecutor Christy Greenberg prosecuted sex crimes as an assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. And NBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin is with me here on set. Let's talk about the charges. And I think related to the depth of them is that we just learned the defense is proposing a $50 million bond in an attempt to get their client released.
Well, I think the fact that they're proposing a $50 million bond speaks to how serious the charges against Sean Combs are. So let's go through them from top to bottom. The first is a racketeering conspiracy charge. And I'm sure when some of our viewers hear that, their eyes glaze over. But essentially what that means is that Sean Combs built an enterprise consisting of his businesses, but also of personal employees and people loyal to him to help him basically accomplish these sex crimes with which he has been charged. And not only did they help him accomplish these sex crimes, they did a bunch of other criming with him, according to prosecutors, in order to cover it up or to keep his victims silent. He's also been charged, Chris, with sex trafficking under force or coercion or transportation with the intent to engage in prostitution. And critical to the allegations are the severity of the violence alleged, use of guns, forced drugging, arson, and kidnapping, all alleged and suffused throughout not only this indictment, but the detention letter that prosecutors sent to the judge today, where they outline in 16 pages why Sean Combs should not be released from federal custody prior to his trial. That's why you see Sean Combs and his lawyers saying, hey, we'll put up a $50 million bond package consisting of a $48 million home that I own outright and other things.
So, Kristen, I want to play some of what we heard earlier from prosecutors.
This office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.
So to me, honestly, Kristen, that sounds pretty straightforward. But then I read the indictment. And the level of depravity that's just alleged there, that's described there, it's certainly nothing I've ever seen, but you have the experience. Put it into context for us.
Yeah. So what happens is, and I think one of the things that's interesting, Chris, and he was actually asked this at the press conference about, okay, if you have this indictment that outlines this depravity, how is it that just a year prior you give him the key? How is it that we didn't know that any of this was going on? And one of the things that I think is really important is that throughout the pre-detention letter that Lisa was alluding to, they talked to, I think they said they gave around 300 grand jury subpoenas, spoke to around 50 victims and witnesses who are able to really substantiate or corroborate one another with the allegations that are set forth in this indictment. So I think one of the things is, well, then how did this go on so long? But you have to remember that sexual assault, particularly when it's against someone as powerful as Puff Daddy, particularly when you have the facilitation of some type of intoxicants, you're talking about ketamine and all of those drug-fueled parties, and then you go up against someone whose reputation is such that he was awarded the key to the city, you have a very large power imbalance, which further levels onto that coercion and further forces victims to be silenced. So that level of depravity, even though it's so horrific, can really cause it to be silenced when you have someone as powerful as Puff Daddy.
Yeah, Christy, to be honest with you, again, when I read through it, it was like, how did this go on for so long? Again, allegedly. And no one spoke up, or, I mean, there have been other cases in the past related to him, but let me ask you what you, as someone who has prosecuted sex crimes at the SDNY, what stands out to you in the indictment?
So one thing I would say in prosecuting sex trafficking cases, oftentimes they are undetected for decades, like this one. I unfortunately have prosecuted sex trafficking cases that have gone on for decades. And a lot of the reasons why the victims don't say anything earlier are, even when the facts are different across cases, the ultimate reasons tend to be the same, because these traffickers know that they can instill a culture of fear. And that culture of fear really prevents them from speaking up. Here you had force, you had violence, you had U.S. Attorney Damian Williams saying that these victims felt they could not leave because their own security was at risk if they did. And there is actual video evidence of that when one of the victims was trying to leave a hotel room, trying to leave one of those freak-offs. And what happened? Sean Combs violently beat her. That is on tape. So to the extent any juror, any member of the public questions, well, why didn't she leave? You can see the evidence of why she didn't leave sooner. It's right there on tape. I will say that in terms of looking at this indictment and looking at the detention letter that was submitted by the prosecutors here, this is among the strongest sex trafficking cases I have seen, because you have the conduct on tape. These freak-offs are on tape, found in videos, in Sean Combs' own personal devices. You have recorded calls where he is then trying to have them and engage in a false narrative to conceal his the evidence of the crime once it was determined that the law enforcement officials were looking into this. That evidence is damning. In addition to having the victims coming forward and corroborating one another's accounts, the fact that you have video evidence they can see and hear Mr. Combs threatening and hurting victims, I mean, this case really seems incredibly strong.
So given that, given the details, given the strength of the case that the prosecutors say they have, Lisa, what will the judge consider if they offer this $50 million so he can be free while this case is going to trial?
Well, you know, as Christy and Kristen know well, the dangerousness of the individual to the community, as well as the likelihood that they will and have the capacity to flee, are two factors that a judge considers. One of the things that Sean Combs' lawyers have told the judge is acknowledging that he owns a plane. They say that there's a letter of intent to sell that plane, and as part of that, he won't take the plane right now. But where you have a defendant who owns private aviation, the capacity to flee is there. The other thing is that the dangerousness of Sean Combs should not be underscored. In addition to the allegations of literally hitting, dragging, kicking his victims, I'm reading from the detention letter now. There's an incident where he and a co-conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking and entering into the residence of another. Approximately 2 weeks later, according to prosecutors, co-conspirators then set fire to that individual's vehicle, and that multiple witnesses would testify to the defendant, meaning Sean Combs, bragging about his role in destroying individual one's car. This is not a white-collar defendant who has committed alleged securities fraud. This is a person who is a danger to the community and a danger to women, according to the Southern District of New York, Chris.
So we have less than a minute, but let me ask you, Kristen, what happens today? What happens next?
So today the judge will most likely determine whether or not he will detain Puff Daddy or whether he will allow him to remain on the streets, as we say, with certain bail conditions intact. He's either going to put him right to jail or he's going to say, hey, you got to sell that plane. You've got to surrender your passport. There may be certain things in place, such as electronic monitoring or anything along those lines. But I think that there is a strong case for him to be detained throughout the pendency of these criminal proceedings.
And we will have our crew write what you see on your screen, where you see on your screen outside that courthouse at 2:30 when it's all set to begin. Kristen Gibbons-Fetting, Christy Greenberg, Lisa Rubin, thank you all.
That press conference, she said, should be beginning at 2:30. Let me just check to see how that's starting. You all know. But did you hear that? Him and his attorney offered up $50 million as bail money. Ooh, y'all guys, make this make sense to me. $50 million is nothing to Sean. Diddy Combs. Nothing to him. $50 million. He just paid Cassie Ventura $30 million allegedly. And he was still moving and grooving, and which he should have got more. I would have asked for more if I was her, all the pain and suffering he put me through, all the abuse. Oh, 30 million wasn't nothing. Okay. Let me see who all is going live right now with anything. And we're going to get into these let me see. We're going to get into the I'm just trying to check, make sure nobody is doing a live press conference before we get through. Oh, Lord. Guys, it says, Sean Diddy Combs arrest live updates. Sean Diddy Combs to be held without bail in S trafficking case. But they said Diddy supporters get into a heated argument outside the federal courthouse. Ooh, y'all want to see somebody fighting over? Yes, let's see whether they fighting over this thing. outside the courthouse. Y'all know I'm good for it. Hi, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby, for coming in. And thank you, Alice, for coming in too. Let's see what they're talking about. Then we're going to go ahead and read over these docs. I'm going to read these docs until they start a press conference. Once the press conference starts, I would stop and bring that press conference live so we can see it all together, okay? Okay. Let's watch this outside the courthouse. People are getting heated outside the courthouse. Supporters of his and non-supporters. Okay. Let me drop this down. Stop showing that and bring the other one up. Y'all know I'm game for it. Bobby, I'm glad you in here, girl. Let me see. Oh no, I'm bringing up the wrong thing. My mind is trying to make sure I don't lose that press conference when they started. That's what I'm trying to make sure I don't do. Okay. Let me just let this here go past. That. Okay. Let me just drop it down until they, let me see. NBC just posted a few minutes ago. They the bond was denied for Diddy and he pleaded not guilty. Let me see. Okay. On US Today, US News, they just posted, they said Sean Diddy comes to be held without bond. Without bond. Held without bond. Let me see. Okay, this is the one I'm going to show you right here. But as soon as that oh Lord, I'm trying to bring up something else. Thank you, Sherry, for letting me know about that. Pinkie the housewife, hello, how are you doing today? Jaguar Wright was saying this was the whole time, and nobody wanted to hear about it. Saying she was jealous of Sean Diddy. No, she was not. You're right, Jacqueline. She was not jealous of him. She was not jealous of him. She was not jealous of him at all. I like Jaguar Wright. I listen to a lot of her commentaries, her videos. I follow her a lot because when she say things, she be knowing what she's talking about. Yes, she do. I'm trying to figure out. Let me just go out of this and bring it back in. I don't know why it did that. I'm just going to go completely back out of this one. I'm stopped. Okay. That was the New York Times. Okay. Okay, here it is, guys. I'm going to bring it up. Oh, Lord. I hate all this. Oh, wait now. Oh, Lord, they got more ads going across than anything I ever seen. I hate every time I bring it back up, the ad goes away.
Nothing. If anybody can guess how much this is worth, how much this is worth? Nothing. If he did it, nothing. It's not worth. It ain't worth. Nope. Not if he did it on it. If he signed it, man. Yo, dog. If he signed it. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Yo, dog. I'm sorry. That's right. He got his signature. Yo, dog. If I guarantee you, if I you up right now with this Diddy on, now you tell me how much he's gonna be worth then. Oh, he's gonna be worth millions. You ready? I'm from out of town, right? I'm gonna show you from all over the world. Yo, dog, I'm gonna show you what a real thug do. Phil, what a real OG. Bro, you OG, bro. I gotta show you respect, bro. No, you don't gotta do. Yo, your dog. In order to get respect, you gotta disrespect. You understand? Yeah, I do respect you. I won't give a my. You out of town, cat, motherfucker. I'm in town.
Okay. Did y'all see that? People are getting heated over this. They are getting heated. They are getting heated over this stuff. Okay. So, word on the street. Do we have word on the street right now, guys? Word on the streets of New York City. I'm just trying to see who else is reporting that he has been denied bail before I make an official, because right now everything is alleged right now. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. Let me see whether this is it. Let me see, is this it, guys? Y'all know I'm trying. I am trying. Because we're going to go over these docs if we don't do nothing else. But I don't want to be reading over docs when some important information is being dropped. Okay, it says Combs pleaded not guilty to 3 indictments. The music mogul 54 is ordered to remain detained. Now, y'all help me figure that word out. I know what that word means, but because I'm a content creator, I don't want to put detained. Detained means to me, you ain't going nowhere. You staying locked up. We don't want your $50 million for your bond. I don't know. That's why I'm trying to see, do those things I'm saying coincide with that word is ordered to remain detained? What do you all think about that? You see it right here at the bottom. Right? Well, no, you can't see it when I do it that way. But right here, number 2. And then it said Combs could face life in prison if convicted. Ooh! Did I just read that right? Talk to me, guys. I need y'all to talk to me. What do y'all think of this? Tell you what, let's just pull that back up. Let's hear what this gentleman is, only 1 minute and 6 seconds long. Let's see what this man here said. Wait now. Sean Combs used his fame as one of the biggest names in hip hop to coerce women into, well, I know about all that. Let me see, do he tell us? Because I want to know. Inquiring minds like us want to know. Okay, here we go, guys.
Today, I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
Okay, that's what he said. Okay, we're getting ready to go ahead until I see an official news coverage, press conference going on, okay? Let me see what Jacqueline said. Sean Diddy has already put them wolves in place if he didn't get out. Oh, you know he did. He had already used his way of telling you exactly what's going to happen. They're saying this because they don't have enough backup. What do you mean backup? Are you meaning like officers and people to be in place? Enough backup. Because I really want to know. Backup, is that meaning enough people in place? Now, we're getting ready to get into this. Let me get my slides together. Why are you telling me what that backup means? We ain't playing with this. Woo, Lord. Okay. I just stopped sharing that. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the slides. Okay. I got the first slide up, guys. And you know this is 14 pages, right? 14 pages. And then after I get through doing this one, I still need to do, let me just show you all another one I have. Okay, this is the one I have up here. This is the one that's showing the, this is the seal indictment, okay? Now, this one here I have, this is not the seal indictment. This is from this guy here. You see that guy in the center? Okay. This was at a Zoom court where you have to appear on video camera for court. This is from this guy here, Cordell Lowe Smith. He sued Sean P. Diddy Combs. Okay. And when he sued Sean P. Diddy Combs, he was asking for $100 million. He wasn't asking for 30 or 40 or 20. He asked for $100 million. Okay. And that $100 million, he won. So we're going to go over this. I don't know whether we're going to have time today, but I put this out. I was going to do this last night, but I didn't have time to finish up. So you see this one here is totally different than this one. Okay. I don't know, do anybody have this one here? But I got it. Put it like that. I got it. Okay. But anyway, so if I'm going to do this one here first, the seal indictment for 3 counts. I'm going to do this one now. The other one, if we have time, I'll go over it. If not, we'll just do that one. I'll just do that one later because this is, I never do 2 lives in one day. This is my second live. I did one early this morning and I'm doing another, this one here. So I don't do this, all these lives in one day. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with this one. And I hope you all can see everything. Okay. If you can't see it, you can take a snapshot of it. Okay. Make it easy on yourself. Okay. I don't mind if you do that. Just give me credit as to where you got it from. Just say, this is in credit. Credit goes out to Pinkie the Housewife. Or if you want more, go over to Pinkie the Housewife, or I got it from Pinkie the Housewife. That's all you have to say. Okay. And you can put it up there and read it off and do your thing with it. I don't mind. Just as long as you say my name anywhere, any form. Okay. All right. And I don't mind if my name is going across it. If you got it up on your site, as long as my name is, my logo is still up there, fine. I don't care. Okay. Because we all got to get it out. All content creators need to get it out. So if you want to take a snapshot of it, go ahead. Okay. This is with the United States District Court, Southern District of New York. Okay. This is a document. This was filed filed September the 12th of 2024. So this was just filed on the 12th today. So that was Thursday, guys, September the 12th. That was this Thursday. Let me see. These people are crazy. If they're outside of the courthouse acting like fools, if this was a daughter of theirs, they would want the predator put behind bars. Diddy's no different than R. Kelly. Ooh, true, true, true. I love what you just said, Sherry. You are right about that. Wonderful. I love your comment. That is true. Yes, officers, they're waiting on an armed guard. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, they got, because, things going to pop off. Things going to be popping off. Ooh, Lord. You're right. They going to need backup. They're going to need backup. And just think, he would be sitting in a cell. If they don't let him out, he's going to be sitting in a small cell versus that big mansion. He won't have a private chef like he have no more. You're going to get food that he ain't used to eating. He's going to be trying to figure out what is this? What you said this is what? This is chicken. That don't look like no chicken. I've never seen chicken. That's because you never seen chicken look like that. You ain't going to ever see chicken that look like chicken where you get it from the store or in your house. You're going to get stuff that you ain't used to seeing. That look like dog food. Yeah. Yeah. It may be. I don't know. Lord have mercy. Help our ignorant people. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry, you are too much today. Yes, y'all are too much for me, but that's okay. I love it. Okay, let's go ahead with this document. Okay, this is the United States of America versus Sean Combs. And you see all of his different aliases: Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, P. D, and Love. All those people are Sean Combs, which is Diddy, which is the defendant. Count one, that's the racketeering conspiracy. Okay, so we're going to go over count one first. The grand jury charges. For decades, Sean Combs, and then all his different aliases. I'm not going to say all his different aliases, guys, okay? Y'all see them here. P. Diddy, PD, P. Diddy, Diddy, PD, and Love. Okay? The defendant abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sex needs, protect his reputation, and coerce his conduct. To do so, Sean relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multiple facet business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex, trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Number two, Sean Combs, the defendant, operated his business headquarters at various times in the Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States-based corporate entities, including Bad Boy. You flip the page over, guys. And then I'm going to flip this here over so y'all can see it. Go to the next one. Okay. Which included Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, Combs Global, the Combs Business, corporate entities in the Combs Business included, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcohol spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. 3, at all times related to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sex as part of his pattern of abuse. Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performance of sex activities with male commercial sex workers. At times, Combs and other acting at his discretion made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their career, leveraging his financial support, threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence. You all hear this? This is crazy. Let me see what you said, Sherry. He ordered to stay behind bars. That's the problem with people with money. They use it to get them out of trouble and not be held accountable for their wrongs. Yeah, you're right. I wonder when this family gets around, how people are going to be taking this, because not everybody had heard it. Because you got to remember, people at work, people doing other things right now, and probably haven't heard this yet. Yeah. Number 4, physical abuse by Sean Combs. The defendant was recurrent and widely known on numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009. Continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, dragging them, punching, dragging, throwing objects, kicking them. These assaults was at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on video and later publicly reported it. When Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave, when a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff member to ensure silence. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witness to his abuse and others. So if I'm an employee of his, he started doing all this crap, I'm gone. Comer has his way of spinning the block in its own timing. Ooh, yep. Okay, let me go on to the next page, guys. Page number 3. Okay, we're on page number 3. Okay. Number 5 on page 3. Sean Combs, the defendant, used the Combs business, including certain employees, to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse in commercial sex. These employees, including security staff, household staff, personal assistant, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates, acted as Combs' intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs' control of the Combs business. Now, these people, in order to keep their jobs, they had to act like him, act a fool, hurt and harm other people to keep their jobs. Y'all think about that. In order to keep my job, I'm going to have to knowingly sit here and watch this man do these things to these women and people. I'm an employee and I can't leave because if I leave, he's going to destroy me. He's not going to just fire me and I won't be getting a paycheck. But because I've seen too much and know too much, I'm afraid. You know what I'm saying? They could be afraid. What does the Holy Bible say about money in the world? I hear you. So if they leave, think about they know what happens to people that leaves or quit. You're gonna end up just like this person. What we doing to this person? Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, the Cone Enterprise, number 6. From at least in or about 2008, although on or about the date of the filing of his indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, and other known and unknown were members and associates of the criminal organization. So this was a criminal enterprise. Criminal. Hi, Queen. Queen Common Sense is in the house, guys. Thank you. Blessings to you. I'm so glad to see you. And Queen, guys, she's a content creator. And you almost go over to her page and she is cool. I love the way she does her commentaries. She is laid back and cool. All right. Now, Queen, we're going over the, as I mentioned earlier, if anybody I can just send you copies of this. You don't have to take snapshots. I'll just send you a copy of it, okay? So you can report it on your channel. Because I had mentioned that any content creators that need to report this, they can. Just make sure y'all say where you got it from or just give me a shout out. That's all. But Queen, I'll just send you a copy if you need it, okay? She is in the house, guys. Okay, we're on number 6. Let me see. Criminal organization, the Combs Enterprise or the Enterprise. Members and associates of Combs Enterprise engaged in and attempt to engage in, among other activities, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of the P-tuition word, coercion, and illicit to engage in the P-tuition word, narcotics offense, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Number 7, the Combs Enterprise, including its leadership, its members, and its associates, constitutes an enterprise as defined by Title 18, United States Code, Section 1961. That is a group of individuals associated in fact, although not legal entity. The Combs Enterprise consists of Sean Combs and all his aliens. The defendant is in entities within the Combs business, including but not limited to Bad Boys Entertainment, Combs Entertainment, and Combs Global. Individuals employed by and associated with the Combs business and other knowns and unknowns. Now let me go to page 4. Okay, there we go, guys. You are welcome. The Wizard of Oz is in jail. Yes. Did you hear the good news, Queen? Did you hear the good news? Okay. Number 8. He may be staying behind bars. He may not be getting out. Well, you know, him and his attorney offered what, $50 million for bail? And I don't think he's going to be getting out anytime soon. I think they're going to keep him in. So I'm waiting on the next press conference. So as soon as that next press conference happens, we're going to go live to it. This morning, I did a live press conference with one of the major networks in New York. They had it, and I had it on my show live, and I'm planning on doing the next one so we all can hear and see. I pray he does not get out. I think everybody in same sentiments. After all the devil he's done, yeah, he needs to stay behind bars. Okay, let me go ahead. Now, number 8, the Combs Enterprise constitutes an ongoing organization whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs Enterprise. The Combs Enterprise was engaged in and its activity affected interstate and foreign commerce. The Combs Enterprise operated in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. Number 9, at all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, was the leader of the Combs Enterprise. Number 10, Sean Combs, the defendant, and other known and unknown participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs Enterprise affairs. These individuals include certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, high-ranking supervisors, and as well as other close associates of Combs. Now, I have heard about how people that normally and see this stuff, they don't do anything. And he tells you to do something to someone, and they do it. Because they think they can't say no. Because if they say no, they get retaliated upon. So, I don't know. Purpose of Combs Enterprise. Number 11. The purpose of the Combs Enterprise include the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, an alcoholic spirit business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. B, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean Combs. The defendant, as a musician, entrepreneur, and figure in the entertainment industry. Let me go to 5. That's where it's going to continue. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. This is number 5. I know it's short. Once I started making it, doing this, I was looking at it. I started looking at it and was thinking to myself, it's hard for me to see it. I don't know, because I didn't have my glasses on. So I started breaking each page up in half, cutting it in half. So each page from here is just cut in half. I put the top half so it can be bigger, and then I put the bottom half on another one so it can be bigger. So that's just my genius brain just popped in the middle of doing this. Now, number C, enriching members, associates of the enterprise, including its leader, Combs, and its particular those who demonstrate loyalty to Combs and willing to conceal his crimes. Number D, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of the Combs enterprise, including the power of its leader, Combs, through violence, use of firearms, threats of violence, coercion, and verbal and emotional, physical, and abuse. E, fulfilling the personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sex gratification, including the exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers. F, I can't imagine how everyone that he's abused feel at this time. I don't know. Ooh, that is a good thing. Question. Number F, enabling Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sex violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purpose of that tuition word, that P word. Yeah, coercion and illicit meant to engage in the P word narcotics, distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts. G, securing absolute loyalty from members of the Combs enterprise, including those acts of violence and threats. Number H, protecting the Combs enterprise and its members and associates, including Combs, from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats, retaliation against individuals who witness the crimes committed by members and associates of the enterprise. Means and methods of the enterprise. Number 12, among the means and methods by which Sean Combs, the defendant, and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise conducted and participated in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise included the following. Okay, let me flip the page. No, bring up the other half. I didn't realize I didn't have it up. Okay, that was that other half I just got through reading on page, the top portion on page 5. I'll give y'all a few seconds to look at that page. The feds are going to slow walk all this information they released about his charges. I am sure they're creating evidence by now. Ooh. I just sent you an email with a video about Diddy being detained until trial. You did? Let me see. Oh, wait. Oh, my Lord, I tell you. Okay. Did you send it? Because I'm looking at some stuff that came to my Instagram. Did you send it there, Sherry? Because I see some stuff in my Instagram. Okay. Let me just check one other place. Just give me a second. Okay. Yes, Gmail. Okay, to my Gmail. Okay, thank you, Sherry. I'll go check my Gmail. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Black Titanic. Let me see. Black Titanic is in the house, guys. Did he think he's God? Yeah. He do have that God complex, don't he? Sherry, thank you. I'll make sure I get it. Thank you for sending it to me. The feds are going to slow walk all the information they release about the charges. I'm sure they, Yes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the page, the top portion of 6. This is the top page of 6 because I split it up. Yes. Now, let me just check to make sure they haven't started the press conference yet. Because once they start a press conference, y'all know we got to watch it live. Let me just see. Just give me 1 second, guys. Y'all know I don't want to miss nothing. Okay, we saw that one. Okay, the ones I'm looking at right now, we already saw those. I'm just looking for a new press conference. Okay? Anything new. Y'all make sure you hit that like button coming in. Okay, let's go ahead on to page 6. We're going to be reading the top page of 6. Hey, y'all. That's from Black Titanic. She's a content creator. Black Titanic is a content creator. Also, she's my co-host when we are going live. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and show Miss Black Titanic the love. Show her some love. Oh, Black Titanic, Sherry said, hello, welcome aboard. The video was from a press conference that I sent to you. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sherry. Okay. Was it one of the press conference I did this morning? Because I know I did one this morning. If not, I'll play it. I'll see what it is when I get through reading this. Okay. Now, let's get back to, I think we was on page, this is page 6 at the top, where it says Combs. A. Combs and other members and the associates of the Combs enterprise wielded the power of Procedure Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of a romantic relationship. Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs was elaborate and produced sex performance that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated doing, and often electronically recorded and arranged these freak-offs. Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknown to the victims, Combs kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically receive IV fluids to recover them from the physical exertion and drug use. Lord, I dropped the mic on that one. Ooh, I dropped the mic on that one. So these freak-offs can last days. And the whole time, the people that help set these up is people that work for him, associates, people. Oh my God, everybody around him helped set these things up. And they know what's going to happen because it happens over and over. and he give them drugs to keep them so they can obey him and do what he need them to do and how he want them to do it. And then he have commercial sex workers that would engage with these women and other men. Oh my God, you don't know where these people been. Basically, they got a street women. Oh my Lord. Okay. The last one on this page. Okay, this is the bottom of page 6. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees, facilitated the freak-offs by, among other things, booking the hotel rooms for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with required freak-off supplies. And y'all know what those required freak-off supplies is, okay? Including controlled substances, drugs, in other words, baby oil. Oh my God. Y'all know why they need the baby oil, don't you? Lubricant. Oh Lord, lubricant. Oh my Lord. Extra linens. I guess because once those get all nasty with everybody's fluids all over them, then, oh, we need some more. Rip those off the bed. Take them off the bed. I doubt if they're going to be doing it nicely. Just rip them off and throw some more on there. Oh my Lord. And lighting. Oh, you got to have the required lighting. Can't have bad lighting. And cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak off to try to mitigate room damage, because then tow that room up. You think he's going to be cleaning up and trying to fix the room back up? No, he ain't going to be doing that. He got people for that. They do the cleaning of the room. Arranging the travel for victims, commercial workers, and comes to and from freak-offs. This is the top of page 7, guys. Resupply comes with request supplies, delivering large amounts of cash to Combs. Large amounts of cash to Combs. Y'all know why it's cash. Untraceable. Can't say I gave you anything. I don't know where you got that money from. I didn't write you no check. I didn't put this on my debit card. No. Large amounts of cash to Combs to pay the commercial SDX workers and scheduling the delivery of IV fluid. So he's going to make sure they feel okay before they leave. Going to give everybody some IV fluids to pep you up, to get you looking and walking right. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. Now, who the heck need all that baby oil? I want y'all to think about this. Let's do a deep dive into this. Who the heck need 1,000 bottles of baby oil? You must have just got a whole big walk-in closet full of baby oil. And don't forget the lubricant. Got a whole big stash of it everywhere. Probably got a room that's gated and just indebted to nothing but the freak off. This is the freak off supply room. Go in that room. That's the freak off supply room. That's where you're going to find. You go up in there, you're going to see all the lubricants. You're going to see all the baby oil. You're going to see all the this and that and everything we need for the freak off right up in there. You just get a grocery bag. Let's go shopping up in there. Get what we need to go to this hotel room. Remember that arson. Remember that Asian woman used him because she wanted her to deliver linens and towels in the freak off room. Oh, yes. Jesus have mercy on his soul. Now, if he got one, pure sick individual. That's sick. That is sick. The lady was hired to be a housekeeper, but she was not into freak offs. And she said he would often at the front room, the freak room, naked. But she won her case. Oh, wait now. The housekeeper, ooh, you know, he'd love to have people walk around naked. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Number C, guys, look at number C. Clones subjected victim to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse to cause the victims to engage in freak offs. Combs maintained control over his victims through, among other things, physical violence, promises of career opportunities, granting and threatening to withhold financial support, and by other coerced means, including tracking their whereabouts. What? Tracking their whereabouts, dictating the victim's appearance, monitoring their medical records, controlling their houses, and supplying them with controlled substance. Wait, now I got to go over this one. Let me look at that one. Let's talk about this one here, guys. Let's talk about this one here. Right up under C. He gonna track your whereabouts. He's gonna make sure he know where you're going and who you're seeing. He's gonna dictate to you what you can and cannot do. At your appearance, he's gonna let you know how you can and how you cannot dress, what you need to look like and how you need to look. Monitoring their medical records. Man, I may got something in that medical records I don't want you to know about. I don't want nobody to know about, but you got control over my medical records. Oh my. Now that's sick. For a doctor or whoever it is, giving him control, giving him access to that patient's medical records. That doctor or that nurse or whoever that is needs to go to jail. Because that's a personal identifiable information being given out to somebody. I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, let's go on. Doing and separate from freak offs, Combs, among other things, hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims at times by their hair. This assault often result in injuries that took days or weeks to heal. Combs also threatened victims' career, livelihood, including if they resist participating in freak offs. Victims believed they could not refuse Combs' demands without risking their financial or job security or without in the form physical and emotional abuse. Combs also used the sensitive, embarrassing, and incriminating recordings that he made during the freak offs as collateral to ensure the continuous obedience and silence of the victim. So if you did it one time and you say, okay, I'm not going to do this no more, that was above my head, I pay grade or whatever, you can't say no, because then he got that tape that he had directed or recorded the first time you did anything. So he got that over your head. Plus, you're worried about your livelihood. You're worried about everything. You're being threatened all the time. He may do to you the same way he did Cassie. Yes, that is true, Sherry. They need to be reported to the medical board and license revoked. Yes, that'll stop all that. Because he had to be doing this for years. This ain't just something new that he just started doing. Allegedly, Jake and his stepson was a part of the freak off too. Jake's, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Oh my God. Christian folks. Woo. Now, there's a video I want to show you all. One of his people, one of his commercial workers that was arrested, and he made a statement that when he was in the holding room or the interrogation room, the police department act like they didn't pay him. The police officers that was questioning him, act like they didn't know what he was talking about. This man is just talking rubbish. This man is trying to clout chase or whatever. This man was telling them something. And I got pictures of him sitting there. He's in a hospital gown, telling them about these freak-offs and what happens during these freak-offs with P. Diddy. They looking at this man like he had lost his doggone mind. P. Diddy wouldn't want to be associated with somebody like him, but the man was telling the truth. I got that photo of him in that hospital gown. I got that recording, and I'm going to play that. I'm going to try to, I'm not going to do it today because I got other things going on. Okay. Diddy needs psychological help in the worst way. By the way, I wonder what would happen to his Manor twin daughters now. Oh, that is something. Let me say this. I hope and pray they don't go to his mama. You know what I mean? That would be a sad thing. The demon who attacked me was a lot like the demon. Ooh, Lord. Demons all look like, and they got those same behaviors. Thank you, Queen, for letting us know. Sherry, often I wonder if he was a child victim and then he became the abuser as he got older. That is a good one, because hurt people tend to hurt others when they are hurt like that as a child, but not all. Not all. You see people hurt, but they don't go out and abuse others. So that's got to be something deep down in him that made him to do this. A stalker, a predator, and a monster. This demon Diddy. Okay. Let me pull up the next page. I started. Okay. This is parts of the end of part 7. Let me see what I stopped at. The assault often result in injuries and took days. I think I read that. Okay, number D at the bottom. There are rumors of him and his mother having a dark, very dark, inappropriate mother and son. Yes, I heard about that. Oh, yeah, that is all over. That has been circulating. Yes. He's a mama's boy. He sure is. D. Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including Combs security personnel, at times carried firearms. On more than one occasion, Combs himself carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten others, including victims of and witness to his abuse. Now, I do remember, what's her name? In one of Cassie's things, she said that she had to carry his weapon in her purse. And then I do remember allegedly, J-Lo also would carry his weapon in her purse, allegedly. Okay. Okay. Now this is page 8, but I'm gonna before I get to page 8, I'm gonna read this last line on 7. Let me see. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residence in Miami, Florida, in Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s and defaced serial numbers, as well as drum magazines. Now they show that that's on the video. If you hit replay, you'll see it on my video. And it's also on my video, my live video I did this morning. So I did a live early this morning, and it shows on that, and plus on this one, if you was in it earlier, it shows on here. I think it does on there. On C, members and associates of the Cone enterprise enable Combs' control over victims by following his directions regarding financial payments to victims, advancing or supporting the victims. Oh, no. Advancing or suppressing the victims' career opportunities, acquiring a controlled substance Combs used to keep the victims compliant. So he keep them compliant by giving them you-know-what drugs. Members and associates of the Cone enterprise at times witnessed Combs violent toward the victims or the victim's injury caused by Combs without intervening. Instead, members and associates of the Cone enterprise help conceal the violence and abuse by, among other things, assisting Combs in monitoring and preventing the victims from leaving locations such as hotels or Combs' residence. So when he gets to a point and he wants to beat you up and abuse you and stomp you and drag you by your hair and get you high, where he can do anything to you, whether you're high or not, and put bruises on you, break your nose, or whatever he want to do to you, the people around him make sure you don't go nowhere, that you stay on location. You stay in that hotel. You stay at his house until you get better, because they don't want his image to be tainted. They don't want nobody to see you, because people be asking, how you get the blank beat out of you? How you get this broken nose? How did you get all them bruises, that big black eye? How you get all those bruises all over your arm? Why you can't walk right? Why you limping and walking like you can't even sit down? You're walking like you got a stick stuck up in you. Yeah. They want you to heal up before you leave the house or that location. Number F. Oh, I don't show F. Let me show F. That's F, guys. When employees witness to his abuse or other threatened Combs' authority or reputation, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise engage in acts of violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. These acts of violence, including kidnapping and arson. Now, we had heard about the arson, and I had heard about the kidnapping. Yes, taking a young girl from one place, flying her with a pervert on an airplane to your studio, and then y'all RAP this girl. Each one of you all give her drugs and then put her back on a plane and send her back and take her back where she came from. That's going state to state. Yeah. R. Kelly and Diddy and Demon Boy used their flying monkeys to help him. Yes. Ooh, Demon Boy is just like this. Demon Boy, y'all don't let that person, just because he on Love and Marriage Huntsville, think he ain't like this. He just like this. He just broke. He just don't have the money to pay people, but he still used the ones that he can, the desperate ones. He used his ding-a-ling to get them in control. When Combs authority, okay, I just read that one. No. When Combs' authority or reputation was threatened by the possibility of negative publicity, legal or law enforcement actions against him, including in or about the late 2023, that was just last year, following public allegations of Combs' crimes, Combs and members and associates of the enterprise pressured witnesses, victims, including attempted bribery, to stay silent and not report what they experience or know to law enforcement. Okay, guys, I just flipped it over. Law enforcement. On phone calls, Combs and other members and associates of the enterprise, among other things, provided these victims and witnesses with a false narrative of events in an effort to conceal Combs' crimes. Combs calls these calls to be recorded on at least 2 occasions. Oh my God. So once he intimidates you and gets you to fall in line and say, oh, no, they tell you a different narrative, and then you repeating that narrative, they really are recording that. So they can say, then they probably going to edit it, just the part where you say, oh, no, you didn't do nothing wrong. You're a wonderful guy. I don't know why people is trying to vilify you. You are not like that. You helped me. No. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Number 13, guys, from at least in or about 2008 on or about the date of the filing of this indictment in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known and unknown, being persons employed by and associated with the Combs enterprise, described in paragraph 6 through 12 of this indictment, an enterprise engaged in the activities of which affected interstate and foreign commerce, commence, knowingly combined, conspire, confederated, and agree together with each other to violate the racketeering laws of the United States, with Title 18 United States Code, Section 1962 C, that is to conduct, participate directly and indirectly in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activities, as that term is defined in Title 18 United States Code, Section 1961 and 1961 1 and 1961 5, consisting of let me make sure I bring it up. Here it is, A and B. A, multiple acts involving kidnapping, chargeable under the following provision of state law. And you can read the state law there. I'm not going to read all those codes. And then B, multiple acts including arson, chargeable under the following provision of state law, which is in California. Both is in California Penal Code. So we're going to go over to 10. Okay, number 10. Oh, did I make it over to number 10? Okay, yes, we did. Okay, multiple acts. This is C. Multiple acts involving bribery, chargeable under the following provision of state law, California Penal Code. And you can read the code if you like. D, multiple acts indictable under Title 18, United States Code, relating to tampering with a witness, victim, or an informant. Ooh, I dropped the mic on that one. That's involving tampering with witnesses. I guess if you're trying to contact your witnesses or got them in front of them, tell them what they better not do or say. Or the victims, or an informant. Oh, an informant. Oh my God. This man is going down. Number E, multiple acts indictable under Title 18 of the United States Code. This is relating to forced labor. Oops, forced labor. He did force these, allegedly. Number F, multiple acts indictable under Title 18 United States Code section. This is related to sex trafficking. They got you there, P. Diddy. Number G, multiple acts indictable under Title 18 United States Code. This is related to transportation, inducement to travel for purposes of, I'm not going to say the word, it's the walking the street with your high heel boots on, or maybe you just the type to sit on the phone and tell people I'll be there. What's your hotel room number? That, or legal or other illegal sex activities. Number H. Oh, okay, we don't have H up. Let me pull up H. Okay. H, multiple offenses involving the possession with intent to distribute or distribution of narcotics, controlled substance, including cocaine, oxycodone, what is that? Alapenzone, whatever that is. And this big long one, meth, ooh, Lord, I don't know these brand names of these. Y'all make sure you take a snapshot. Do I have that page? Snapshot of these big, long brand, these names. R. Kelly and Diddy. Okay. I always seen the Diddy demon as a deplorable being. I never liked him. I didn't either. I didn't care nothing about it, really. Okay. All these long prescription drug names, y'all can look at them. One of them probably got about 20 some letters in it. Another one, these things got like 20, 15 or 20 letters in it. Y'all gonna have to pronounce these on your own. That's why I put it up there. I'm not gonna, but that's what this is what this multiple offense include: the possession with the intent to distribute or distribute narcotics or a controlled substance. So y'all can look at all them substances. I'm not going to read them for you. Now, number 14. It was a part of the conspiracy that Sean Combs, the defendant, agreed that let me see, I'm flip it over. Okay, I'm flip it over. Let me flip you all over too. Okay, right here. Right above 15, that last line. Commit at least 2 acts of racketeering activities in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs enterprise. Now we're going to go down to 15. We're almost done, guys. Notice a special sentencing factor. Ooh, I really wanted to read this one. Notice a special sentencing factor. Ooh. Okay, this is still, y'all, I want y'all to know, this is still count 1 that we're reading on. Count 2 is not long at all. Count 2 is like a snip and a snap. Count 3 is too, a snip and a snap. Count 1 is the one that got all the details. One is M#TH. Okay, that's how. The other is oxycodone, pain medicine. Okay, I said that one, but I'm talking about the ones with all the letters, like 15 or 20 letters in it. Yeah, about 20 or 25 letters in it. Okay. Now, number 15, this is the notice of special sentencing factor. 15, from at least in or about 2009 up to including in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere as part of his agreement to conduct and participate in the conduct of the affairs of the Combs industry through a pattern of racketeering activities. Sean Combs, the defendant, agreed to, in affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtained, advertise, maintenance, privatize, and solicit by any means a person knowingly in reckless regard of the fact in the means of force, threats of force, fraud, and coercion as described in Title 18, United States Code 6, Section 1591, and any combination of such means will be used to cause the person to engage in a commercial sex act in violation of Title 18, United States Code Section 1591. Okay, now let's go. Count one was a lot. I don't see how he getting out. Just even on count one, going anywhere. Count two is just a snip, snip, snip. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over to count two. When I say it's a snip, 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 y'all ain't gonna believe it. Okay, count two. The grand jury further charges 16 from at least in or about 2009 into including in or about 2018 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. Sean Combs, the defendant, in affecting interstate and foreign commerce, knowingly recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, obtained, advertise, maintain, prioritize, and solicit by any means a person knowingly in reckless disregard of the fact that means of force, threats, or force, fraud, coercion, as described in Title 18 of the United States, Section 1591. And any combination of such means would be used to cause the person to engage in a commercial sex act, attempting, aid, and abide, and willingly cause the same to wit, Combs, recruit, entice, harbor, transported, and maintain a person's victim one, and attempted aid and abide, and willingly cause victim one to engage in commercial sex acts, knowingly in reckless regard of the fact that victim one was engaged in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion. They're talking about victim one, guys. Now that is it for count two. I told you count two was a zip and a zoom. Count two is over. Okay. Now count three is a zip and a zoom too. Okay. This is count three. Then after count three, then we'll be getting ready to close. Okay. Yes. Oh gosh. When I say this is crazy, make sure y'all hit that like button when you're coming in. Okay. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, now count three. The grand jury further charges 17 from at least in or about 2009 up to and including in about 2024 in the Southern District of New York, elsewhere. Sean Combs, the defendant, knowingly transported an individual in interstate and foreign commerce with intent that the individual engaged in prostitution and attempted aid and abetted, and willfully caused the same to wit Combs transport, aided and abetted, and willfully caused the transportation of female victims and commercial sex workers in interstate and foreign commerce on multiple occasions with the intent that they engage in prostitution. Okay? I have to break it up. Okay? Now, number 18. This is the that's it of count 3. Okay? Let me that's it on count 3, guys. So those are the 3 counts. This is these are the allegations, the fortitude of allegations. Okay. Number 18, as a result of committing the offense alleged in count 1 of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 1963, and any and all interest the defendant acquired and maintained in violation of Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 1962, any and all interest in securities of, claims against, and property or contractual rights of any kind offering a source of influence over the enterprise named and distributed herein, which the defendant established, operated, controlled, and conducted and participated in the conduct of, in violation of Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 1962, in any of all property constituting and derived from proceeds attained directly and indirectly said offense, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. Oh my Lord, that's a big one. This is dealing with his property. This is dealing with anything that he had made money off or making money from. Oh my God. We're going to have to talk about this one. Claims against and the property of contractual rights of any. Oh Lord, we're going to have to talk about that one. Let me just finish this little part so we'll be done. Because we're getting ready to be done, guys. Let me see. Okay, I'm on number 19 at the bottom. As a result of committing the offense alleged in Court 2 of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title 18, United States Code, Section 1994, any and all property. Make sure y'all hear that. Any and all property. Lots of his and endorsement is gone. Yes. They've been falling like dominoes. He really stung his own rope. What a deplorable harden. Yeah. He ain't got nothing now. Okay. Okay, let me just see. I'm trying to see what I just leave off at. I think it was, did I just leave number? Just give me 1 second. Name, describe herein, will try operate, control, and conduct. No, I read that one. Oh, okay. I'm at 19, in the middle of 19. Okay. Where it say all properties and traceable to such property in any and all properties, real and personal. Wait, no. As a result of committing the offense alleged, I'm going to start at 19 again. I was somewhere in 18. alleged in count 2 of this indictment, Sean Combs, the defendant, shall forfeit to the United States pursuant Title 18, United States Code, Section 1594, any and all property, real and personal, involving in, use, or intended to be used to commit or to facilitate the commission of said offense, in any and all properties traceable to such property, any and all property, real and personal, constituting or derived from proceedings obtained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of property involved in said offense, and proceeding traceable to the commission of said offense. Now, I do know that they put a hold on his house, the one that's up for sale, that he can't sell it right now. So if this house is on, just say if somebody is trying to buy his house, they can't buy it right now. There's a halt on that house. You know, I did a report on one of his houses. That house can't be sold right now. And I'll show you all the house if I have time, because I did a video on it. Okay. Number 20. I don't think y'all have 20 because this is almost over. Number 20. There's 20. Number 20. And I think after 20, we just have 21 and that's it. Number 20. As a result of committing the offense alleged in Combs' 3 of his indictments, Sean Combs. Wait now. As a result of committing the offense alleged in court, I said Combs, in court, 3 of his indictments, Sean Combs, the defendant should forfeit to the United States pursuant Title 18, United States Code, Section 2428, any and all property, real and personal, constituting or derived from proceedings attained directly or indirectly as a result of said offense, in any and all property, real or personal, that was used or intended to be used to commit or facilitate the commission of said offense. Yeah, those properties was used in said offense because they was in those houses on that property. Yeah. Yes. Any and all property. Let me just flip over to the last page. Okay. In and all property, real and personal, at the very top, guys, that constitutes or is derived from proceeds and traceable to the commission of said offense, including but not limited to a sum of money in the United States currency representing the amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offense. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to go down to 21, and 21 is the last one. If any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendant cannot be located on the exercise of due diligence. That's A. B. Has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third party. You know what they're talking about. His property and his stuff he got. And be putting stuff in other people's names. You think you're going to get away with it. C. Has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court. D. Has been substantially diminishing in value. Basically saying his property or anything have fallen below its value right now. E has been comminglingly, like you you getting together, you commingling with other property, which cannot be subdivided without difficulties. Basically, you got your property where it's hard to divide it because more y'all are commingling together. If it is the intent of the United States pursuant to Title 18, United States Code Section 1963, Title 21, United States Code Section 853, Title 28, United States Code 246, to seek forfeiture of any other property of the defendant up to the value of the above forfeiture property, portable property. Okay. And then you see all the titles, Title 18, United States Code sections that got all the different titles and all the different sections. And then you can see the four-person. Wait, oh, I didn't know y'all wasn't there. Okay, there it is. I'm so sorry, guys. Y'all see this here. Okay. They got all the different sections in the titles and titles with the United States Code sections on it. And then you see the four-person, but you can't see their name. And then you see the United States Attorney Williams right there. So this is it, guys. The last page. Okay. Now, let me just say this. Let me see, can I pull it up? Well, I can do it easy. Now, because we're at 2 hours and 7 minutes, this one here, I'm not going to read over this one right now. This is a different one. This one here, these docs here is going to be related to this man. This man here, right here. His name is Cordillo Smith. Cordillo Smith, okay? He is in prison right now. Been there for a long time. Going to be there for a long time, right? But he was the one that filed that $1 million suit. He sued Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, for $100 million, not 1 million, $100 million. And he won due to the stupidity of P. Diddy. Okay? And so this goes into how this man, P. Diddy, because he won the judgment, P. Diddy's supposed to be paying him starting next month in October, $10 million a month. $10 million a month. I didn't say $10 a month. I didn't say $10,000 a month. I said $10 million a month, allegedly. But I've seen the paperwork because I got it. See this paperwork here? I got it. So I'll do that one next time. Okay? This is the ending of it. Right there. You see the man's name? Derek Lee Cordillo Smith. I do not know. He said he do not know this man. He said, I never assaulted this plaintiff, Derek Lee Cordillo Smith. He said he did not assault him. He never paid the Detroit police officer or Monroe police officer or anybody else to keep an assault hidden. He never paid nobody to keep it hidden. He said he never visited the plaintiff, Derek Lee Cordillo Smith, in prison. Like I said, the man is in prison. But anyway, the man, and this was subscribed and sworn before me on the 11th. I think they changed it. It said the 12th day of September of this month. It said the 12th. 12th will be Thursday, but I think they're trying to make it into, they corrected it and made it 11th day of September 2024. I'll have to look at the top page to see. That's the ending page. That's the beginning page. Now, all the pages in between, let me see. Now, this was filed May 31st, 2024. we'll go into that one. I'll do that one later, probably tomorrow, if not today. Tonight, I may come back on tonight and do that one. Depends on what goes on in the press conference tonight, what they say about Diddy. If they are talking, I'm going to go ahead and release that information. Okay, guys, I will be releasing that information. If they're talking, then I'm going to be talking. Okay. Now, let me just say this. I'm going to just drop my link. If anybody got anything that you want to say, we're not going to stay long. We had 2 hours and 11 minutes. We're going to stay to 2:30. If anybody got anything they want to say, we can stay to 2:30. That's a little over 15 minutes, about a little over 15 minutes. Okay. Let me just drop the link. If anybody want to have anything to say, you don't have to stay up. If you don't want to stay up, you can come up and say what's on your mind, or you can stay up until our 15 minutes is up. Okay, it's up to you. But you can't be using bad words, okay? Okay, I just dropped the link, guys. There it is. If anybody want to come up. But I tell you, this is something else. This is too much. Too much for the brain cells. I'm serious, guys. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I just need to go ahead and do my series on P. Diddy because I got so many court papers on him. And everything that I pulled, I never did go through it. I think I'm going to start it off. Okay. I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes. If anybody want to come up and just say something and drop back down, you can. But otherwise, if not, we're going to be going. And guess who we've been talking about, guys? P. Diddy. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start closing. Thank everybody for being here. Thank you, everybody for that showed up. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And whew, when I say it is pouring down raining in New York right now, it ain't raining literally. I'm talking about with all the news and the coverage. Oh Lord, those reporters and people standing outside. But I'm going to be ready. If they come out and make a press conference or anything again, I'll be ready again. I'm always going to be ready. All right, guys? And I'll bring it to you live. All right. Thank you, guys. You all have a wonderful, enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Bye-bye.